So once again, good morning to all. So in this class, we'll know about flood management and anti-erosion activities carried out by Brahmaputra board. So we have two type of participants. Some are from Brahmaputra board and some are from outside Brahmaputra board, mainly state government. So many of you may not know what actually we are doing or what is our role. And but the engineers from Brahmaputra board, they know all these things, but they maybe miss something. Otherwise, they know. But for you, it's maybe new one. And for many state government engineers, uh, it happens that they exactly don't know why Brahmaputra board is there and what is the role of Brahmaputra. So today we'll discuss about this. What is the role of Brahmaputra board for especially focusing on flood management, and anti-erosion is nothing but along with flood management, flood only. So and then we will interact also what is the role of state government engineers and how we can interact with each other. So this time we will discuss now. So first of all, this Brahmaputra board is established by an act of parliament. It is called Brahmaputra board act 1980 and it started work in 1982. That screenshot is nothing but the our front page of our act, and our headquarters is in Guwahati. We have nine for nine basin states, it means including West Bengal. We have regional offices, and we have another coordinator office in New Delhi. And this institute, you know, is a R&D institute. We call it in short NEHARI. So this is our establishment, and within this framework we work. Now coming to this act, why act is required or what happened before this act. So first of all of you I think know that water is a safe subject, means all the related problem related flood or erosion what we are discussing from last 5 days, this should be the problem of state government, and it will be done by state government, it will be tackled by state government, and this execution authority is only with the state government because water is the state subject. In our constitution there are some subjects which is given to the states, but what central government can do, we can advise you, we can advise you, even we can fund you also, means central government. So in that line this act is created so that some of the work will be done Brahmaputra board. So what we will do, our mandate is planning and integrated implementation of measures for the control of flood and bank erosion in Brahmaputra and Barak Valley and for matters connected to it. So it is similar to state government department. So for that purpose, we will do survey investigation, we will do master planning, then we will go DPR, then in implementation projects. So what is the difference between state government work and Brahmaputra board work? Can anybody can distinguish between these two work? Because all state government do this kind of things also. So can anyone say how Brahmaputra is defined than state government? Then this is our mission is that flood and control should be done. Within this, how working closely with state government and other stakeholders. So how it is defined? We go for basin concept and you go for state concept because you are limited to your state. Suppose Assam problem, Assam flood is a big problem, but most of the river coming from Arunachal or Meghalaya or Nagaland like this. So we will go for basin concept because we have the jurisdiction to all the northeast. But you have, state government have limited to your jurisdiction is limited to your state. So that is our difference. So basin means for this northeast. Can anybody tell which are the basins in northeast region of India? Brahmaputra and Barak. So if we go for basin level planning, as I have said, that we have to go Brahmaputra board go in basin level planning. So then there will be only two basin. One is Brahmaputra basin, one is Barak basin. Again, this color code you will see in here. Will this from this color code you will get the Brahmaputra river basin, and this color you will know about Barak river basin. And there are some other small tributaries which flowing towards Myanmar. There are some other basins, but these are very small one. On main basin we have two Brahmaputra and Barak basins. Even in Brahmaputra basin also you see, although we go for basin concepts, like state has their limitations that they have to think about within the state, we have some limitations for our country also. Because our Brahmaputra basin, you see, this area is falls in China. Again, here also in many areas, this water is coming from Bhutan and it is flowing towards Bangladesh. So in the basin also we go for basin concept in Brahmaputra board. There are also some limitations because this basins falls in other country. Especially we have a very good relation with Bhutan. We have joint committee meeting with Bhutan. We have a lot of understanding with Bhutan, but we have some limitation with China. Even we don't get proper data from China. So this type of limitations are there, but still, because nowadays a lot of things we can do through satellite imagery. So through satellite imagery, we try to include whatever data can be imported from these satellite imageries, like land use data, like rainfall data, like soil characteristic data. Many data layers are there in GIS platform, and we can extract these things. So we do our work in a basin concept. But what happens in that case also? Brahmaputra is a very big basin. Barak is also not so small. So for working purpose or for more good planning purpose, we have to go for sub basin. So in the Brahmaputra basin also, and as well as in Barak basin also, we have gone for sub basin. So I will show in the next slides what are our sub basins. So as I have said in the first slide, that our first work is preparation of master plan. So what we will do in a master plan? So these are the points you have seen. The first point is that we will go for long-term plan for the development of this whole basin. So what we were discussing in this last 5 days only on flood management, but there are a lot of issues in that basins. So we will go for overall development of the basin. No doubt, flood is one of the important part of there. Flood management is one of the important part. Then these things to develop comprehensive integrated approach to the development of water and other natural resources. Then set priorities. Again, we have to formulate some short-term measures also, because later on we will know that long-term measure is not so easy for flood management. So we have to go for some short-term measures also, and that we include in our master plan. So finally, with this master plan, we will contribute formation of long-term plan for water resource management. Now, as I have said, we have two main master plan, Brahmaputra River and Barak River. But to concentrate our or to prioritize our work, we have gone for this tributary level sub-basin. So, how many tributary level? So, one Brahmaputra River master plan. For Brahmaputra River, we have 45 tributary level master plan that we have identified. Again, for Barak River also, one Barak River, and there are we have 17. And as I have said, there are some small other basins apart from these two basins. Those are these 6. So total in Brahmaputra board, we identified 70 basin or sub basin, and most of them we have prepared master plan. Some of we have to prepare, only few master plans have we have to go. But in the meantime, what is happening? We have started this work from 1990. Even this is the Brahmaputra basin master plan. So if you see, it is written 1986. 1986. This book is from after 1986. There is no new version. So basically, data is up to 1986, but now it is 40 years around. So in that way, in many master plan, we have already crossed more than 30 years. So this year in Brahmaputra board, we have started updation, or you can say revised master plan. This is important because in 1986 there are very less data because no satellite images there. Even satellite images were rare in that time. Only few satellite images were also there, but where the detailed information was not there. And this limitation was within this pixel size, means resolution of the satellite map. So now we have the recent data, we have Indian data, we have foreign data, we have data from European Space Agency, we have data from NASA, we have data from JAXA. So all these data we have collected and we have started to update the master plans. But basic concern or basic cause are still there. That is the new thing, is that new data has come. So with this new data, we have to just update it. Concept is still there. If anybody can interest, you can see the master plan also. So I have already told we have subdivided or we have gone for tributary level master plan. So those 70 master plan we have identified, all these are these. These are the small catchments in every river. So already I have said this portion is Brahmaputra basin as a whole. We have a master plan, but we have gone with tributary wise. All the tributaries are here, and for Barak also we have concentrated in some tributaries. These are the Baraks. If you go to the next slide, this is the for Brahmaputra and its tributaries. So here we will see the all the tributaries we have covered. Means we have master plan of almost all the tributaries. So we know exactly in which river, what is the problem, what type of solution should be there. So this information is there in this master plan. So whenever you go for any master plan management work, you should refer to our master plan. As I have said, no doubt some master plan 30 years and more old, but still you will get good information in there. You can start your work from there. You will have a good idea of your basic. Like this in Barak also, we have all sub-basin level information. Here also we will restrict to our jurisdiction only. Suppose in Meghalaya, you will see most of the river from this part has gone to Bangladesh. This is Bangladesh side. But we will focus on our part only, Indian part, because after that we have no concern. So you will need information for Meghalaya. Suppose some participants are Meghalaya, so you will get all information in your master plan to start with. And as I've said, with this new data, we are updating, and depth data, the updated master plan will be e-based. E-based means you will get all the information in a website. No need to go for this book also. We are developing a web-based solution where all the information will get through this web service. Even all the maps will generate. Suppose river system, suppose catchment area, suppose which river is which name, which sub tributary is contributing, how much amount, what is the discharge, everything, whatever there in the master plan, every information will provide you through a web-based solution. That is going on. The project is going on, but at this moment we have to go for hard copy only. Now, what are the things you will get in this master plan? I have told this is the master plan. This is the main stem. This is the part one. We call this part one. Part one means the main things we will get here. There may be some study. So their study report will be disappeared. Maybe some atlas volume, maps will be there, drawings will be there. This will be some other volumes will be there. But main volume is this. And what we will get this in this master plan? So you will in this master plan, you will get information about these things: basin features, then status of water resource development, assessment of water related resources, need for development, development possibilities in water sector, planning objective, evaluation alternative, recommendation and limitation of the master plan. हाँ सर, हाँ सर, 10 आ रहा है ना, 12:30 स्टार्ट करेंगे। हाँ ठीक है आइए सर, मैं क्लास में ही हूँ, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आ जाइएगा सर, आप जब तक आएंगे तब तक। So these are the contents of our master plan, and these are nothing but the chapters. Not only this is the content, these are the chapters of the master plan actually. So in the master plan, suppose first chapter is in general, all the information it is clubbed, and in the first chapter we will get. It is just informating type, but in detail you will get from chapter 2. So chapter this 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, these are the exactly point which is there in the master plan. And in that case, this bold one you see 2.6 is related to flood and drainage management. So in the chapter 2 of the master plan of your basin, you will get the information related to flood, because this is the status only. What is there at present stage? What is there? What is the information about flood? Any information up to date, that will be provided in this chapter in the 2.6. So we will get all the historical information in this point about flood. When you go to chapter 3, then this is not historic one. You have to calculate the flood. What is the discharge value? So in the discharge value, there are two things already you know how we will get the discharge. One, already informed about the GDS site. That is, we have covered what is the GDS site and how it is maintained. This is covered by CWC. And another approach is this hydrological modeling, that you go through the software or you can do manually also. You can calculate the flood. Then you have to do the flood frequency analysis. After getting the year-wise data, you have to go for flood frequency analysis. Only after calculation of flood frequency analysis, you will able to know what is the design flood for your structure. So that flood frequency analysis for your river, we have already calculated, and it is provided in your master plan. Okay, that is also given. So you will get the direct what is the design flood of your river in your master plan. Next chapter in 3.7, again we will work for flood. In that case, in the 3.7.1, you will know about flood prone areas. This is also not historic one. What is at present? What is the problem? Which area is your flood prone area? That is also categorized. So in some maps which are coming after introducing GIS, so we will get in GIS layer, or in earlier versions we will get simple drawing sum. But you will understand where your flood problem is, in which area you have the flood plain in your basin. Again, this is a similar kind of flood risk mapping. One is flood prone and one is flood risk. I think this time I think you already got. Some prone area may be not risk, but some area may be very risk. This will another chapter. Now, first in the chapter 3, earlier in the chapter 3, in the chapter 2, you have got the all earlier information. In chapter 3, we have calculated the present scenario. What is the flood? What is the flood prone area? This you have done in chapter 3. In chapter 4, you will go for the problem. What is the exactly problem? We will analyze the problem here now. So in that case, it is prioritized in the first one. In the 4.1, in the beginning of the chapter, you will know about the problem of the sufficient means related to flood and erosion. So these things you will get in this master plan. In the chapter 4, in the latter part, in the point number 4.8, you will know all these things what you have learned in the last 5 days. These things, how now structural measures, non-structural measures, vegetative measures, all these measures, these will be what may be probable measures for your basin that will be given in this master plan. So after going through this, you will understand in a briefer. In the chapter 2, again once again I am repeating, in chapter 2 we will get all the historical information. Chapter 3 we will get all the calculation about the flood, design flood and flood prone areas or flood risk areas. In the chapter 4 you will get the information about all the measures what we can take. So you have seen that in all the chapters up to chapter 5 we have given the priorities to the flood management, because although we are doing the basin level planning, in other things I am not citing here because we are concerning on flood control, but you see in the every chapter we are giving priorities to flood management in our master plan. And in the chapter 5, what is this is the development possibilities. Now you know the exact solutions also, but you want to know what are the projects. Projects means flood control, maybe hydroelectric project also, storage projects also. So these type of projects, what is the possibilities in futures that may come in this basin, that all information you will get this in chapter 5. And the chapter 6 is in will be in total. Chapter 6, this will be planning objectives and alternatives and these final recommendations. So here you know now what is the work of master this work of Brahmaputra board regarding flood management in master plan. So you have now clear idea what type of thing is there in the master plan, especially related to flood management. And we are already informed that we are now updating it. Now after going through this master plan, what is the primary cause of flood in the basins? Already you have covered. So first 3 points, when we have analyzed these things, in every master plan, we have got that these points are the main cause for our flood in this region. Number 1 is physiographic conditions, means what is the about the topography of the area. Suppose for Assam, Assam is like a ball. It is surrounded by hills like Arunachal, Nagaland, Meghalaya. So this is the situation of the northeast. So it is no doubt that our problem will be more problem will be in Assam because flood are coming from this or discharge is coming or water is coming from these hill states and along with the erosion. And next is meteorological situations. All of we know Meghalaya people know very well that Meghalaya state is the most rainfall area. They have Serapunji, they have Mosunram, and even Arunachal or other state also we have uh, one of the places of highest rainfall. So our area is like that. Our meteorological situation is like that. And third one is earthquake. And fourth one is encroachment. Encroachment, third one I'm coming back. But this encroachment is one man-made. Other three is the natural. So encroachment, this issue is just you have understand how it can be tackled. Means this floodplain zoning. This is covered now. But this first you all know. Firstly, what people know how this earthquake is the cause of flood in Brahmaputra basin. So anybody can think how flood is the cause or that also primary cause. Or not only that, that is the one of the issue. Yes, like that only. In the 1950 earthquake, as you mentioned, it is documented here also in our master plan also that during the earthquake, whole tributaries in the first map you have seen all the tributaries which are coming from Arunachal specially. Main tributaries are coming from Arunachal. That is Siang, Dibang, Lohit, Chuancheri. All rivers were blocked due to landslide. Due to earthquake, there was landslide in the hills. Due to the landslide, all river blocked. And after a few days, all these things come out, all these debris and thing, and there is unstable situation in the plain because sediment load was very high due to this earthquake. And once it is started, still it's giving problem to this river. Sediment is the one of the our Brahmaputra river, one of the highest sediment loaded river. That's why this river is called most braided river. So that's how, and all of you know because all of you work in Northeast, many of you from Northeast, or at least you are working in Northeast, that this is the zone 5 area. At any moment, our earthquake ranging from 8 to 9 may come. At any moment, if nobody can say. And many scientists are saying it is very high time that it may come in our lifetime at least. So we have to face this. Many 90% to say like that in our lifetime we will get them. But I don't know or nobody know when the earthquake come. But same thing will repeat. It is granted. But time we don't know. But same thing will repeat. That more earthquake will come and landslide will be happen and ultimately again once again the river instability will be there. Whatever we are doing here for flood management work, but everything will be collapsed during that earthquake. Most of the thing, no? We cannot say everything. So this is the situation of basin. So that's why this word is also saying sense means. Earlier our department name in the state government department name, the name was flood control department. Then we all realized that we cannot control flood. We can somehow manage. So that's why now the term is flood management. So this is the primary process in our basin. And regarding erosion, already we have discussed something about this. This Brahmaputra river has braided channel. So excessive sediment lot again coming from this hills area. So constant shifting is going on in the Brahmaputra river due to predatory nature. Now coming back to the master plan, what is the main problem we know, cause of problem we know, what is the solution given in this master plan? And I have already said in the master plan, we go for short term result, but we focus on long term result. And that is one that moderation of flood through storage reservoir. What we are recommending in master plan that we can manage flood through storage reservoir, like dam in Siang, storage dam in Siang, storage dam in, especially these all dams are in Arunachal Pradesh. But it is written in 1986 itself, starting from 1986. Now it still, here is the concept of, I will show how Siang Dam project can change our lives. What is written in this master plan and what is recommended in this master plan. It is approved by central government 40 years back, but still the reservoir project is not started, and nobody now don't know when it will be started. Again, this is the thing. Second is the control of silt through catchment area treatment. So many department is there. We are trying to develop the watershed because in the this last 2 day class, yesterday class, you know that how you can calculate the flood from a watershed. And watershed, you know, the flood depends on the type of vegetation or type of cover or type of use of your basin. So, if we control silt, then you must go for catchment area treatment. Means if good vegetation is there, then you may you may manage flood. But this is again controversial because we go for development. Suppose in Arunachal, many departments is trying to develop this catchment, but at the same time, many development works also going on. When we start our development work, then it is against it. We know this. And these are the things, small things, this drainage development things should be there, strengthening of embankment should be there, anti-erosion measures should be there, non-structural measures should be there. So these are the common things, which is you level you will get from this. And this all the concept is given in the last 4 days. Now coming to moderation of flood, as I have told you, the important thing you can see the last one. This lowering of flood level estimated. So if we construct Siang Dam, which is still under proposal level, government is interested to execute this work, but the local people of Arunachal still resisting for such type of big dam. But if it is done, then it is said that 1.4 meter for 100-year return flood will be reduced. Means whatever the peak flood is coming, in the simple language, we can say around 1.4 meter, 4 meter will reduce. That water will be stored in a dam. So 1.4 meter is a huge one to relieve from flood. If we can lower the water level by 1.4 meter, then many area will be saved. Many problem will be solved. But for that, we have to go for this reservoir or storage dam, which is recommended in this master plan. And in fact, we have prepared the DPR for this dam project also. But during the execution, what happened? That it is on this, once the storage dams come now, other things comes. Means you can get other benefits like power, like irrigation. So it becomes a multi-purpose project. And for such a large dam, power becomes the important one because it is beneficial because you will get money. You will get money directly. If you go for a pure storage dam, it will also relieve you. but that will be maybe we can say indirect benefit. But what will be the direct benefit is the power. So government decided that this should be done by the not water resource ministry, by power ministry. So that's why whatever we prepared as per the, we will say already in the first slide I have said that we first will prepare this master plan, then we will go for detailed project report. So for Siang also we have Siang, Subansiri, Lohit, all these projects we have identified in the master plan and we have gone for detailed project report. We have developed this, but during execution for purpose, it is handed over to power ministry. Now these dams are being constructed by power company like NSPC, NIPCO, even some private agencies. So it is in the hand of NSPC or NIPCO. So once the power company gets it, they are more interested in power. But government of India is because we have a high level committee where secretary, water resource secretary, power secretary, all are there, and they understand that only power will not solve the problem of Northeast. We must go for multi-purpose project, and they have already decided to go for multi-purpose projects. So we hope that this project will start at the earliest, and we may have good flood management in that case. Now regarding DPR, so in our work we have already told that we also prepare DPR for our works. Like there may be mainly two kinds of DPR. One is multi-purpose DPR. So whatever DPR, main DPR we have prepared, we have already handed over to this because I have already informed due to the power component. Now these dam projects are being undertaken by power ministry. But as in a master plan, we have identified also that some short-term measures should be there, and that is anti-erosion works. So what state government is presently doing is all short-term measures. These are all short-term measures. And in that case, the how Brahmaputra board can play. So in many cases, sometimes same state government get problem, even preparation of DPR or maybe execution of DPR. So in that case, Brahmaputra board come into picture. Now, simply like Darjeeling, there are our friends from Darjeeling. They have less expertise in the water sector. So they now requested Brahmaputra board that Brahmaputra board should help them. And we are in contact with this Gorkha Territorial Authority, how we can help them. So we may prepare DPR for you, and we may guide for you also. One thing we always do that we will give training how to prepare DPR. So we have a detailed training program for preparation of DPR. Again, sir will come, and with the help of National Water Academy, we will go for detailed training on this how we have to prepare DPR. But here we will give some small example or things that you will understand, because at this moment you know all the concept of flood management, but it is time that how we will prepare a report, then only we will be able to work. So first we have gone for master plan, then coming to this DPR. Now state government we are executing this short term measure, you must know how to prepare DPR. So this is one of the example, like Gorkha Territorial Authority, Autonomous GTA, Gorkha Territorial Authority, Administration. So this BTC also there, Boland Territorial Council. So like GTA, BTC also requested us, just please help us. We have some areas, we have some rivers, and please prepare DPR for us, for BTC. So we have got this work from, we are not consultant, because we are not profit making company or this like this, but we can help each other. So we will not charge any money to state government. So for them, we prepare DPR. We will invest in that case. That power is given to Brahmaputra board by Act of Parliament. So for this is one example how BTC have requested, and we have gone through this DPR. For preparation of DPR or these short-term measures, because you will not go for multi-purpose projects, because it is very rare that state government, water department will go for solution of these multi-purpose projects. But you will go for this short-term measure, means this anti-erosion measures or small embankment, that is called flood management projects are also there. There is a guidelines actually, which is developed by Central Water Commission. So we must go for those guidelines, and we must do the DPR as per that guidelines, and as per that guidelines only these are the chapters. So you must have these chapters. It is not that you will have 6 or 7, you can club or like, not like that. You must do these chapter wise. So because it is written in guidelines, and I will include it here what is the details of this chapter also. I will not go detail because you will get time, and if I inform you because if some of you are interested for preparation of DPR, so we are also helping here all the state government engineers. Then you come here, we will write to your departments. You may come here, and under with National Water Academy, we will have one more training program. Even we have planned here. You can bring your DPR. We'll first test what is planning. We'll go detail about this whole training about how to prepare DPR. Then you will go home. You prepare your DPR, and whatever problem you get, once again we will invite you. You will come for second time, maybe after 3-4 months. Whatever your problem getting impression of DPR, once again you come and sort out here with your experts. It is not the theoretical we have so that is happening earlier, but this time I'm thinking like that after training you will go home and you will prepare DPR for your state. Any problem, whatever you have got or whatever you will get in that preparation, you will come back after 4 months. I am repeating that you will train you in the exact DPR or in the actual DPR what you will do. So that thing now in this lecture I am just showing it how are the contents. One will be forward, then there will be silent features. Then in the silent features like this is one example. You have to give all the details. In the chapter 3 we will have executive summary. These details we have to give in the executive summary. I will share this PowerPoint presentation. You will get these points, and we, as I have said already, will go through all the details on this in the next program. And priority scheme, then hydrology. We have to go for hydrology in detail. And one new thing has come in DPR. Now CWC is saying that in every DPR you must go for model study. Model study of two things. Again, I will tell about something about model study. But they will, one is physical and mathematical. So physical model study is not compulsory. It is very complicated or any big project in Brahmaputra river, then we will have to go physical model. Otherwise, we must go for simple mathematical model. And that normally is we do through hack race. Hack race like hack HMS, no? In I have already that in hack HMS, we will get a discharge in a particular point. But after that point, your project site is something maybe 40 kilometer, 50 kilometer down of that point or up. Then what will be the your flood level and design discharge in your point of interest, means in the project site? That will be done by this hack race. Suppose this is this point, you have the station, GDS station, or by hydrological model you have calculated this discharge, but you want to know the what is the discharge and level in this point or at this point. then we must go for hack race. So there also you may get some difficulties. How to do this model study? And this will be simple one, not the complicated one, compulsory. There is two type of things. One is 1D or 2D in the mathematical model itself. So for 1D it is very simple one where you will get the level of this wherever you need. So for that also we are going to we will have a training program, I think next month, model study. So next month we are going to conduct a training program on model study. Hydraulic, we call it hydraulic model studies. Model may be defined one. So we will go for hydraulic model. The hydraulic model, we have two components. One is physical, one is hydraulical. So one is mathematical. In mathematical, we have 1D and 2D. So we will concentrate on 1D hack race modeling, and we will practice it here, and you will be able to do yourself this 1D modeling after this training. So this is for information also. Anybody interested should come to next month also. We will write to your departments and we will know how to do material studies now because it is compulsory in your preparation of DPR. So then we will go for the design of works, cost estimate. So this chapter wise, then BC ratio, all will be for already. It will be scheduled like that. It will plan like that. That you will cover chapter wise the training program in the DPR preparation. This is for information purpose only. And finally, you must do some GIS works, GIS layer, or actually we need the index layout map or this area map. But nowadays, it is mostly compulsory that this should be in the GIS platform. And many of you already, many of you not, some of you have attended the last, we have covered that also, GIS. Whatever we have trained in the GIS training, that is sufficient. That is sufficient. You will just to provide your area. What is the execution area? You have to lay over that. Whatever solution you are giving. So that training is already over in the last month. Now I have already told first we prepare master plan, then we prepare repair also for you. And sometimes what happen? Execution also state government requests us. We cannot execute ourselves. I already said it is a power state government. Whatever work you do. You need not ask even. Only there is a role of Central Water Commission that if it is centrally funded, it should be approved from Central Water Commission. And for that you have to prepare like that. Otherwise, execution work will be done by. But sometimes what happens, suppose I will say, so in some work, sometimes some state government requests us also that there will be various reasons. Because state government is doing execution work in every work. Because it is not a new problem, our problem is not new one. But after many years, they sometimes happens that central government come into picture and they should help. Only then, because I will show some example, you will also know that yes, that there is requirement of central government. The central government comes and helps you also. So some of the photographs I will show in. One is Thola Gully. Thola Gully, Sanjeev has worked in Thola Gully. You are also working in Thola Gully. So they are now in almost in completion stage. But it is not completed. We have already said all measures are short-term measures. So when it is completed, you will get some other problem. Means maybe some downstream or some upstream. You will protect your point of concern, no doubt. But that solution is not permanent. I have already told. That particular area may be safe, but you will get some problem in other areas because the water has still the power to destroy your bank. In some point, you have what is bank erosion? Bank erosion nothing but the power of soil and water. When power of water is more than the power of soil, then that is a bank erosion. It is game of power. And what you are giving, some revetment work, some embankment, means you are empowering your bank. You are giving power to your bank. You are giving power to soil. That's why it is compared, means ultimately in scientific term we call it shear stress. We call it shear strength. In normal time we can create a power. Shear strength means you have a shear strength of your soil and you have stress of water stress. So if water stress is more than the soil strength, then there will be collapse, and that is the erosion. So for that purpose, this type of thing already you know now what is the structural solutions that is covered in our training courses. I am just showing what we have done in Polatiguli. Then we have done some Kalayar alga. It is an Indo-Bangla word. This is porcupine-like structures. In again, bank erosion problem is something defined in. Although it is a bank erosion problem, it is very defined from plains and hills. Whatever I have shown in these pictures, that will not work in hill states like Gorkhaland or Nagaland or in Meghalaya. So these are for plains. Although term is bank erosion, but it's very different. Actually, that is actually landslide. So what happens in the hilly area, that is landslide actually. But landslide in the river, so it is bank erosion. And in that case, and you will have less area of devastation. Less area means you have hills. You may this land if you for flood or erosion, you will have problem maybe 50 meter, 100 meter. But here in a plain, it may be to 50 kilometer to 100 kilometer. So this is the difference in the hill problem and plains problem. Although the name is the same. So these are the some work in the this in the I have already said in Meghalaya in Balat. In Meghalaya, some of you they may know about Balat problem. So same problem is Balat, but the porcupine not work there because they have the boulder. That is not only power of water, they have power of boulder also. So your bank will be such that it not only sustain in the sustain for the water strength, but this for boulder also. So we have tried also for trial basis in Balad itself. We have tried porcupines also, but all are destroyed because boulders are more powerful than porcupines. So all porcupines are destroyed. We have tried that. So these are in Arunachal also. Arunachal government has requested us in some river, and I have gone many times to these works because I was involved in these works as a monitoring officer. Here in Majuli, these are porcupines and this pitching, block pitching, spars, porcupines, embankments, all bank rebatements, all items are we have tried in Majuli. This is Nimati Ghat, just opposite to Majuli. Here also we have done some works. So these are the some works what we have done for you state governments. And finally, here in NEHARI. So your last 5 days you are in NEHARI. Now you know the one of the some of R&D works and training works we do in NEHARI. So we have hydel model study already you have visited. You have some material study testing laboratories already you have visited. And we do capacity building exercise. I informed that earlier this capacity building exercise was not here. I can say that I have started this thing here for last 3 years. Actually, NEHARI was a very bad shape in up to 2018 because there was no manpower and no intention to do work here. So in 2018, we have from 2019 we have started renovating this office building. This was not like that actually. So from 2019 to 21, we have redeveloped our area, and from 22 practically we have started our work. And from 22, like National Water Academy, NIS, and other sub agencies, they are helping us, because as a group A civil engineer, I am alone here. So I have to do all development work also, and I have to conduct this capacity building program in every month with discussing with this agency. I have to do some model studies also, and many of you know, many of may not know, this is the my sixth charge actually. I am not the actual director of this institute. I have actual field engineer. Like I have, they know I am deputy chief engineer for West Bengal. So I sometimes go to West Bengal. In fact, I have visited Gorkhaland recently. Their problems I have seen. Then I have got the charge of Sikkim. I have charges in others also. So I have six charges. So among them, this I am conducting NEHARI, and but have planned to develop a good cadre here, and I have already prepared document also. Hope so next year maybe approved by government of India. Then some more scientists may come. So here we study something like GIS also. So here you say already I have said about Majuli. So how the river channel is there is about in Assam government people know how the our breeding nature is there. So this type of study how the river is changing due time. Suppose here also you see this is 1988. River was flowing like that. This is the main channel. No river was there. This is the non-monsoon period channel. Here say the flow is diverted after maybe 20 or 18 years. Scenario like this. Again, 2012 you see. So after in 2005, state government request us because it is a huge problem. Because flow may be like that, this will be mentioned. This will going to be closed. So up to 2005, they were working. State government people were working. And finally, 2005, we may not say surrender, but they say that central government should come here and do something. So we cannot do without uh, NOC or without permission of state government. So state government permitted us, and then we have started work. And now the original cell is like this. Now Majuli part will be there, but not the original cell. Channel is like this. So still 2019 picture is there, but till moment this flow is like this. But what happens? I already said they are not permanent solution. We save Majuli, but there's sometimes they as flow is sitting like this. So we have got some problem, one problem in pneumatic. So we have started working in pneumatic also. Now pneumatic work also almost completed. So this type of study we do here, and in fact, uh, for model study we have to do this. Before going to model study, we must have our GIS understanding, and we must have the historical study. Then only we'll go for model study. So these are some sandbar also. We studied the sandbar analysis also. These are the sandbars in the rivers, and how the sandbars are changing in the river. That is one of the GIS study. So then you will understand this here also. This part is Madhuri, this is there. This part is Himani, this is there. I have said we are doing a lot of course like spars. We have constructed spars, big spars. The flow is diverted here. But what is happening? You say this sandbars are here. So, and river flow changes, direction will change if the sandbar dynamic change. There is actually equilibrium in the river itself, where the sandbar will create, where flow is going. Although it is natural, there are some signs. So if we something given to the river that is not natural, then there must be some problem in the equilibrium in the river. And as a result, you will face somewhere. And it is very difficult. River is so natural, so complex that you will able to exactly know if you give some structural measures to a river, what will be the upcoming situation, how the equilibrium will be changed in the river, how the sandbar will change. So that's why as we go for therefore we go for model study. But even model study is so it is complicated. You will get some information in model study. So at this moment we go for model study. We try to understand how it will behave after a construction of any structure. This type of study we do here. So these are the studies, some of the studies in our area what we done. And recently we have done three after means this innovation of this NEHARI means after 2019 we have done three model study. Once one of them you have seen, that is for Guwahati. But in these three research, Majuli, Tezpur and Saragat means Guwahati. For these 3 points, we have done model study in these regions. So this here also various departments request for us. Even state government may request us also. They suppose we have problem in Morigao, Nogao area. Many years they are getting problem. They are doing a lot of things, but problem is not solved. So we may go for model study. We may go for physical model study in NEHARI for that. That is the one the important area. Again, second problem is going in Assam government. It is called Hatsingimari area. There is a lot of problem in Hatsingimari area. So we may go for physical model study. But I have already said we can do this mathematical models 2D also. So in the 2D model study also, some of the things we can get. So that type of study we do here. So in this Guwahati area also we have done mathematical model study in this NEHARI. We have done a mathematical model study for Tezpur area also. Even we have tried to see what is the third problem along with the anti-erosion problem can be solved by dredging, because many there is a concept of dredging, you know, that through dredging also we can align our river. So if that possible, we tried in our uh, mathematical model study as well as in physical model study. So physical model study can be done for various or for river draining walls, for any structure you want to construct in river, suppose bridges, suppose barrages, dams. So for any type of structure you may go for physical model study. So some of the study we have done this for bridges. You have seen, I think, in the physical model study there one upcoming bridges also. So for that upcoming bridges, for this purpose, our railway has requested us that please conduct a study for Brahmaputra river because they are going to construct a bridge. So we have done that study and we have submitted the report also. So although we go for model study, before model study we must do along with mathematical model study also. We have to go for GS study also. And before going that we have to go for actual bathymetry survey in the river, because without knowing exact bathymetry we cannot construct the physical model, or you may not able to do this 2D mathematical modeling. So for this purpose we are NEHARI is doing, and along with doing that NEHARI is also started some research work, because I have said I have no scientist. So I am done MOU with IIT Guwahati and CWPS, ASMRS like other institutes. We have a research project with NEHARI also, because along with these river bank erosion problems or flood problem, we have a problem of livelihood, social impact. We are engineers, but we don't think about the social impacts or the social aspects of this flood and bank erosion. So that type of study we are conducting with NEHARI along with. Then this, as I will say, that hackers or has some limitations regarding bank erosion. So nowadays new modules are coming up, new softwares are coming up. So we are trying to conduct some study with these new softwares. For us, like Swapnali has come yesterday. So with Swapnali, NIS, so with NIS, I am doing one research project where we are trying to new softwares. Uh, we use already developed software by in other countries, so that is not still used in India. So Swapnali and I has done this because in normally this type of mathematical model study we give less importance to the soil parameters, but there are some software where we have to give the more soil parameters like soil strength, soil cohesiveness, friction of angle. So those all because we have the lab, so we have tested the soil properties in our lab, and she knows how to use software, Swapnali. So like that we are developing one program. Then this hackers is developed by USA or US Army, that we can use everybody. But in the Brahmaputra, whether it is applicable or not, so we are testing that one also. For that we should have our own software. So we are developing our own software also. Even in last February, we had a training course on our software that is called we call Brahma software, and it is being developed by the research people of IIT Guwahati. So we have tie up with IIT Guwahati. So we have developed that software, and that is with our is FEMA. There are a lot of expert is there, where FEMA is agency of Assam government. So we have a team with now FEMA, the CWPRS and CWC also. So the team is we are checking the software, and we are not distributing it to still not distributing to the state government directly use, but they may use. We have now beta version, and we are comparing the result with HackRace, means this software developed by Netherlands or US, and what is the result in this our Brahma software. That type of comparison we are going on. So hopefully we'll able to develop this software, Indian software, and we're hoping that we'll be able to use by every our engineers of India also. Like that, our plan is there. So with this, I conclude my presentation about my work. Thank you.